Tony, no.
You
Why are
have
you
done.
upset with
You're
me?
naughty.
Why? What have I done?
Well,
I recommended lovely things to you.
come on, start the show, and then we can talk about it.
It has started the show.
We'll say our names and introduce us like normal, so people know this is a start. And then
Hello.
I can shout.
Hello, and welcome back to Let's Drone Out. Tonight we are joined by Andrew / Frank.
Good evening.
The man in charge. Don't ask us, we're all idiots. Frank's in charge. Everyone's favourite curry kitten.
Hello.
My deeply upset wife.
Bonjour.
And I've been bright until I fly. Hello. So
can I just pick something up with you first? Are you drinking tea?
That'd be hot chocolate, non-dairy.
Yeah, wife knows.
It's not really the normal drink of choice, but we'll have to go with it.
I'm still feeling a bit sorry for myself. I'm feeling a bit better, but I'm really not very well, and I'm trying desperately to clear my bench because it's like.
You're going to say something else then, Jack.
No, everything else is cleared out. Trust me. Are you annoyed at my Newton 4 stickers?
Yes, I've seen the stickers. Because I've got the Let's Drone Out Instagram account. I get a ping and then someone sends sticker, and then it's on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
I thought, oh yeah, he's done an Andy RC poo bin sticker. That's cute. La la la. And then I'll see a "Shut up, Tony" with tinfoil hat thing, which I didn't know about. Very funny.
In my defence, so these are gonna go up on the Etsy store. So they're custom. You can have whatever you write on them. If you want to order some tone, I'll leave them blank so that you can write your. But in my defence, they don't all say "Shut up, Tony." There's ones that say the Earth, FFS. Tony, the Earth isn't flat. There's ones that say the Earth is flat. I also wrote one that said Boris is doing a great job, and then stuck it over the old, the original editor. He makes his own stickers, and he's got like his little characters. So I wrote, like vote Boris and like go Tories, and then I'm sticking them on the.
Is Mr. Fruity Cat? Is that a real thing?
Yeah, no, Tony is a bomb. There's loads of different ones, but I'm going to give you a load to write. F off Jack, shut up Jack. Don't worry, you're all right. I think you're doing well, mate. Because what are you like 4 away from 1,000? Or you still 5? Yeah,
I'm still 4. Yeah,
4 away. So if you can subscribe to the Tone Star 1 or Brighton Till I Fly, that would be amazing. Because me and Tony, I've pretty much lost the race to 1,000. I think Tony's won, but
yeah, mate, I've still got 4 to go. You could dramatically catch up with your stickers
happening on your channel, right, Jack? With all these stickers.
What a giveaway?
Yeah.
I was
subscribe.
Yeah,
right, I'm printing some stickers as from tomorrow. Free, massive. Jack is at arse. Jack is a Yeti. I don't know.
Well, Frank's done a Yeti, the sticker design of me being chased by a Welsh dragon. Which, so the idea of the tinfoil hat stickers is, if you want to order some, is you get one of my stickers, and I need you to make them a bit big enough to write them, but you can put them over the cat's head.
Excellent.
So
I like that.
Your previous batch of cat stickers that are a bit bigger.
Yeah, they fit as well.
Brilliant.
I can go. Do you want me to go get one? I can.
Thanks, Mikey Dread.
Yeah.
Yes. Very
I'm
amused when I saw that. But if people watch the other podcast, they would know. Hey, you've got one as well. They would know that it was all been a ruse for 5 years.
Yes, and we are you are actually my wife legally. There is one that says Tony is my wife, by the way, and I don't know who got that.
Clive.
Clive got that one.
Said he's got that one. How comes I've got none of these? Literally, I've got none, and everyone's got. Tony's a
Curry hasn't got any. All right, hang on. I'll write down.
Send Tony some.
Okay, you're on the list. Well, I did feel slightly insane because I had to write personalised cards, set up the shop because Andy RC wanted me to set up the shop. So I was setting up the shop. I was writing different, stickers. And then the other thing I was doing was harvesting my catnip plant. This is catnip, but it really does look like drugs. But it's not drugs.
The old bill come busting in your house now and again.
Yeah. So
catnip officer.
I know. It does smell a bit. It does smell a bit weedy, but slightly minty. It don't. Like when you look at it closely, it's definitely not drugs. But from far away, you can understand. But I was filling in these cards and I was stuffing them into like little baggies because obviously I've kept all the used electronics bags.
If a police officer broke in now,
I know.
done on the floor.
I know. They would be like, right, we got him. And then it'd be like, Jenkins, it's catnip.
They'd be trying to break the code. They'd be like, who is Tony and why is he a bumhole and things like that. What's this other one?
There's nothing here that doesn't say Tony's gay on it. It's weird.
New sticker.
All you need is scales. I know. So anyway, like to all the people, I was trying to remember who has cats. So I was scrolling through Messenger and I was chatting to Sean from Impulse RC, and I was harvesting, trimming back the catnip plant, and then I was getting all the little catnip leaves and stuff, and then shoving them into the little baggies, and then sticking them in the envelopes with the stickers for the people who have cats. So Win mentioned, they're on. I'll post a link in a sec. They're on Etsy. I've got after this show, I'll upload the full sticker pack, and then you guys can buy that. But anyway, I honestly, that was the closest drug dealer experience I had, sticking catnip into little druggy bags and writing not drugs, cat drugs, or kitty weed if they had kids. Like Clive, I was like, I don't want the kids finding a bag that says not drugs on it. Small scales for weighing quad builds. Make sure they're under 25 grams.
Mr. Shane asked, Brighton to the Fly, where are you selling the stickers?
They're on Etsy. If you search Etsy Brighton Till I Fly, you can buy them on there. But you can't get the tinfoil ones. I need to upload those. And there was a one thing that it says it's sold out, the sticker pack, and that was for my first order, and someone bought that. And they got loads of other bonus stickers.
Cool.
But I phoned Curry and I was like, man, I feel insane. It feels like I'm putting little druggy bags of catnip. And I was like, where have I gone wrong in my life? What am I doing? Subscribe to me, goddammit.
I think the race is so close, Jack.
It's not. I'm nowhere near. I'm 40. I'm still 60 off.
Well, at least you're doing content now. You're doing stickers. You've been out to fly with me. You're getting out and about.
I haven't. Oh God, I've. I don't know. I haven't really been enjoying the flying because of my illness, though. I will admit, I've had Sunday. Poor Frank travelled 2 hours, and I flew one battery with him.
Oh God!
And
but you broke bagels probably and had fun.
Yeah. Did you have fun, Frank?
Yeah, fun. It was a nice afternoon to be out.
Exactly. So it's not all about flying. Sometimes sometimes it can just be being with your mates. That's what
Yeah.
FPV for me is. Sometimes you can just go out and just sit there and watch people fly, but as long as you're with your mates and stuff, it's all good.
It was really nice giving Frank a load of stickers and showing a few of the things I built for Frank and him laughing at me. Oh yeah, Zero, that is true. Bardwell said that I'm talking to him tomorrow, so on my channel I'm having a little one-to-one with Josh to like catch up, because he was we're going to tell the story about how Let's Drone Out almost didn't make it because we were under 1,000 subscribers, and people like Painless, definitely Joshua and Oscar Lang like helped us get to 1,000.
Are you going to ask me to do the same for your own channel? So, like, Tony's got 4, I've got 60. Can you ask?
Yeah, can you
give
me a little?
You bastard. That definitely. I'll be done.
I know, but like, I might do it, but then just be like, yo, stop at 4. Like, if you get to my channel and it's 596, stop. Like, I don't.
You're putting out content now, so it's good.
Yeah,
mine's just flying crap. At least yours is like people can listen and watch and stuff. But...
Yeah, I really last week. Zero.
Ding ding ding.
Zero. Thank you, buddy. Let's light some stuff up.
Thank you very much. Just light him up on.
I literally kept. Thank you, Zero.
Thank you, mate.
So if you donate, we light fireworks, and I do the nipple thing, and it's all good fun. That's coleslaw, not jizz.
The fact you would even mention it makes me think it's jizz.
Is so bottom like no.
I've got the sock for that.
It's such a bottom thing.
It's the overflow T-shirt.
Has anyone been flying this week and flown anything?
Sunday, I did a couple.
Couple of batteries or a couple of different quads or?
Technically, it was, what was it? No, it was one quad. I took that. Me and Tony were just talking silly whoops beforehand, and I said that bizarrely, Ishin seemed to have come up with one that seems to work and flies actually quite well, especially for a silly whoop.
It looked really good on the DVR.
And yeah, there'll be a review of it tomorrow on my channel.
Nice. I flew this morning at a really nice church, but I've never flown. Well, apart from Jack, when I went to that other church, I normally fly about this far off the ground, and I was quite high up the church spire, and I don't know if it was me flying rubbish, or it was quite windy this morning, and I was on the top of Dorking Hill, so it was quite. I haven't even looked at the footage. I was like, probably not even going to post that.
They are crap in the wind though, because they've got massive, big sails on them, and super underpowered and super overweighted. So it's like, not the best criteria for flying nicely, are they?
No, that's pretty much what I think it was. But I have placed an order to get some naked stuff.
I'll have the pictures with you next week, Tony.
Oh yeah, get some naked stuff coming from China. No, I placed an order of. You can now buy a naked GoPro Hero 7, and I've purchased one, and I'm going to get a quad to go with the purchase soon. So yeah,
it's E-Wings.
Did you book him?
No, he's not avid. Basically, I'm going to say this, and I'm sorry, E-Wings. He had Chris's blessing. B, Right Wing did not invent the forward slept wings, and ABC did. I'm so tired and ill. Go away. And like stop with the tribalism. Like, oh my god, who was it? I am so goddamn annoyed. Like, who was it in my subscription? I'm writing a message being like, stop being a dick.
I don't know, but just to clarify, my question was, is he coming on the show? Not
Shelby.
God damn it. He
Yeah.
didn't invite the. Why is he copying right wing? That wasn't what I said. I said, is he coming on the show?
No, he's
Yeah, let him
not.
defend himself.
Yeah. So
Stop
Go-
ripping off the drac.
no, he's
Is that
not
what I should
ripping
be
off
saying?
the drac.
I
That's the
know.
thing. I know. Like,
Come on
take
here and
Harry
defend
Kitten off-
yourself.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Everyone hates us more than whatever you'll do. You can make a
Yeah,
you can
innit?
make a drac out of dog poo, and people will still hate this show more. But
Sounds like a challenge.
yeah, Greg, like keep doing it. If you want a drac and you can't buy one because we live in the UK and B there's never any stock, go pre-order one from E-Wings. It looks really good, and it's got the possibility of having digital, which you kind of got to kind of fiddle around with a drac to try and do. But yeah, definitely do it. Hey, Dead Zone, hello. Did you enjoy your
Hello.
stickers? Thank you. You got some stickers. I think he got early stickers, so I need
Everyone
to
got
send
stickers
him.
except for me. I didn't.
I need
even
to
know
send
that.
him. I need to send him some tinfoil hat stickers. But he's
Oh.
my little he's my little ill buddy. Oh,
Should we, since Tony mentioned getting a GoPro 7, be it naked, talk about the GoPro Hero 9?
oh God! I've made
It's too
notes
big.
about this.
You've made notes? You've done homework?
Yeah, look, it's the same. Like it's a weight thing. I'm fat. That GoPro's fat. The camera's 30 grams heavier than the Hero 8, and it's 42 grams heavier than the Hero 7. In fact,
That's
at
quite a lot.
158 grams, it weighs a ton. Outweighs a much larger one. So that's bad, isn't it? That
It's-
is.
Well, it's not made for us, is it? But
It's bad for flying. It
I've-
looks good for vlogging. It's got the little front
Frank's
camera.
trying to
Wait a minute.
talk.
go on,
Oh,
Frank.
Go for it.
Frank.
I was just saying it's pretty hefty. I was
Yeah.
agreeing. I wasn't adding anything more.
I wonder if it has moves like me.
It's very
And it-
shortly, Dale Kennedy. Very shortly.
If
Yeah,
I
Andy,
dropped a
I'll tell
GoPro
you-
9 in the sea,
Soon.
it would sink even faster than my GoPro Hero 7 would as well, so that's not good for me. I want slower
Yeah.
sinking cameras next time.
Like, dude, how much better is the quality? I mean, you can shoot in 5K, but can you see in 5K?
What, for our
Hmm.
eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so, yeah. Almost
Can you though?
without the
Hey.
pixels.
The people were
And-
saying there's no point having a 8K TV because they're advertising 8K TVs now. You don't even see in 4K.
Are you saying our eyes don't see in that many pixels? Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes,
I didn't say that.
I did.
Although
I'm right.
Tony might suggest he's making it up about Flat Earth, there's so many other things he believes. So I
believe
think
in this.
that tinfoil hat is well
There's no
deserved.
point having 8K TV unless you sit that fucking close to it.
He said, "Fuck."
I'm sorry, I did swear.
Yes,
Sorry.
we do see in more than 8K.
I don't think we do.
It's about the size of the 8K.
I know
as
it's
well.
a size. That's what I'm saying. You've got to sit fairly close to see the difference between 4 and 8K, haven't you?
Oh my God, Mr. Shady, my left eye is like, CRT composite. Like that's what my I've talked about the RHO lenses, didn't I?
I don't think you
Or
did particularly. We've
Rio
talked about them
lenses.
because every time you
Yeah.
speak to me, you mention them.
You just said they were great.
Yes.
Go zero.
So
I'm
I-
looking at my 5K monitor right now. There you go. I was just pointing that out.
Yeah.
And wearing glasses.
Yeah, if I did this, I'm now in
Just
below VGA now. It's like there's
Oh,
just
I can't
a
even
smudge.
recognise you. Quick, put them back on. Oh, there he is.
I know he's got weird small eyes,
Like,
isn't he?
who is
It's
that?
weird.
Weird.
I think
Oh,
I was
nice.
like, oh
Thank
my
you.
God, it's
Yeah,
his
you got a
brother.
beady eye. Is a
Look,
bit
I
like a
didn't.
pedo.
I didn't say the thing that your wife said about your hair.
We're not bringing up.
Not only is
Germany
my
again.
wife suggesting I have pedo hair, last night my daughter today said, "What was going on last night when you were on your live stream? Because it sounded like you were making funny voices." And then I said, yes, me and Jack were playing a game on Twitch where I was a girl bird called Claire. And that did not go down any better. Just to explain. I thought that would clear it up for her, but it didn't.
I remember like the beginning. You know how like do you remember like the beginning of LDO? It was consistently pedo jokes, Donald Trump jokes, like everything. Oh my god! A new
Everyone, hold
fighter
your
has
breath.
entered the arena.
A wild
wanna
Andy
add-
RC has appeared.
Hey!
Hello, lads. Can you hear
Light
me?
a fire,
Evening.
mate.
Hello.
Hello. I can hear you.
There
Oh,
was
cool.
so many. Yeah, it's not LDO unless you got a paedophile joke or someone's calling someone a paedophile.
Welcome, Andy.
Yeah,
You've
thank
joined
you.
us at the
Welcome.
right time.
Nothing's changed, even though our desperate attempts to try.
How are you, old fella?
I'm all right. I just got back from the field. Crazy busy day, but it's been great weather today. Not a single cloud
Look at
in the
that.
sky. Yeah, so made the most of it.
Nice.
Been out since 11 o'clock today. I've done that much.
Crazy.
That's brilliant.
I've done that much flying. My neck hurts from wearing goggles that long.
No way.
It's been fun. Yeah.
Look at the love you're getting in the chat.
Oh, let me
Oh.
log in and see the.
Look
chat.
at
Do
that.
you want the-
Woohoo,
hang on,
Mr.
man, I'll,
Lightning.
No, I can find it. I can find it. I
Good
just
to see you, Andy.
got in.
Damien Barnes, Andy. Tailspin, yay, the voice of reason is back. Hi, Andy RC. Look at that.
The links in Facebook, mate. Here you go. I just
alright.
Facebook messaged it to you.
I can get
There you
it.
go, bud.
It was a bit windy for me today. I went out this morning.
It's
and
really windy down here.
tried flying my cine route around a church, and it was bad.
So if I sell enough stickers, I will make a sock.
What, for people to buy?
A sock sticker. Yep.
Oh, God.
Not just an
Andy.
actual sock.
No, not an actual sock.
Andy, were you flying for fun or for filming?
Both. You can do that when you're there all day. But
Well, I've been there from 11, yeah.
I have to be honest. I've been doing a lot more just for myself than I have for videos.
Good.
But at the
Good.
same time, the camera on the quad is always recording, so I got hours and hours of footage of stuff. But it's just me flying about. Today I've been flying the long range thing today.
Ooh, the Flywoo LR.
Flywoo.
Ooh.
The hype is real, guys. The hype is real. It flew for
Where can we
6.
buy it from? That's the question.
You have to buy it direct from Flywoo, and there's been so much hype about them that you can't get one. They're all out of stock.
I just ordered the Naked 7.
Yeah, they're on. Oh, you have to be so careful. I've broken mine.
Oh,
You have
God.
no.
Don't tell me that.
You know how if you just buy a Bynum Fly quad, and if you know nothing about quads, if you break it, you're in trouble. Same with a naked GoPro.
Oh, dear.
Same with a naked Go. So they're just really delicate, and I'm heavy-handed. So on the back, they've got a beck and a little tiny connector, and I just ripped that off straight away. So I've had to buy a new beck, but Killer Quads, or free advertising,
Yeah.
in the UK sells them, so I've just bought one. But the
So
footage
it's not broke.
no, it's just the beck that's
Yeah,
broke. They're
okay.
12 quid.
I
The
don't
footage
feel
is
so bad then. I was panicking then.
the footage is superb from them. Yeah.
Does
But
it have? Does it include the the Nurk video where it was hooked up in a certain way where he was able to hit record with this transmitter?
Yeah,
Has
so
it
they've
the
got
ability to do that.
they give you the connector for it, but this particular one has got all of its UARTs used up. In fact, it's because it's only a little 16 by 16 stack to make it light. So they've done a soft serial on, because people are. I'm not using Crossfire, so I've got a spare TX and RX, but they've hooked the Vista up on a soft serial, and the little connector that plugs into the back of the GoPro, it's got trigger the recording as well, but it's not hooked up. So why would you need that though? I suppose, do you know what, actually today I was you're flying for 16 minutes, your GoPro goes through about 3 files for 16 minutes. So the only other downside as well, no audio on it, but it's 20 grams, so and
Well, I ordered it, seeing that I saw your post on was it Instagram? I saw it, and you PM'd me, you DM'd me, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. They're in pre-order stage, and there's going to be very limited, especially as the 9 is coming out now. I'm sure they'll instantly discontinue the 7.
Yeah, but will they? Because
I've got a 9.
it's massive.
It's huge. It's ridiculous.
It's not really. It's not really for us, is it? Are you going to use it on your quads?
Well,
will people
Is it a bit of a vlogging camera, do you think, Andy, rather than a flying camera?
That was my thought. Yeah, use it for vlogging, nice and easy and stabilized. However, the naked GoPro community are already talking about how to disassemble it.
Really?
So, yeah, I mean that's really going to be the only option. It's 154, 158, is it? I mean, that's heavier than this quad.
Very heavy.
Yeah. But no, I tell you, I was completely like, I still think the naked GoPro thing could fade out but I get it. The footage you get is, well, it's like a GoPro Hero 7 with SuperView, except you don't have to charge your battery because it runs off the quad's battery. And this thing flies for 16 minutes. You know,
I won't probably put it on what you're putting it on. I really want to put it on a Beta 85. You know, the upside down quad they've done.
Well, if you do that, Tone, they use it.
Shock.
Or the Beta 95. They flip the Beta 95 upside down and have the props. Have it so it's guarded.
I was going to say then, the case that seems a bit of a waste then, because the case, I think they're about 22 quid on their own, and you'd have to take it all apart because it's a different case on there.
You can buy them ready done, so I'm going to do that.
What, the Beta 95 you've bought?
Yeah, the upside down quad thing. Anyway, the only reason I want to do that is so I can fly this around people and buildings and stuff, because it won't hurt them if it bumps into them. But that would be great for indoor stuff. If you ever get an indoor gig,
you say it won't hurt them. I scare the
like,
crap out of myself just when I take off. I don't know if people are
that's what I'm saying. So
they get that noise coming towards them.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So if I order the small one with a naked on top.
Oh yeah, a smaller one would work better.
Yeah, and fly indoors. That is a good
win here. Just to say, they don't seem to be making GoPros for FPV flying, and I think you're right.
Despite
GoPro
to not support us.
At one point, GoPro tried to make a drone and failed miserably. But you know, the session was super popular for our point of view, and they withdrew that. They don't seem. Imagine the sort of little tiny lightweight camera they could make if they wanted to, just for FPV users. It would be amazing. But yeah, they don't seem interested.
Don't you think it's unusual though that they buy Real Steady and then don't produce a camera that'll go on a quadcopter? It's almost like they didn't buy it for that. Maybe they just bought them out so that.
Well, yeah. So
they don't.
Isn't part of the stuff they do on the GoPro 9? Does that not come from Real Steady? That Horizon lock or something that I heard about.
I haven't looked into it. I haven't looked into it yet.
I saw a quick couple of very quick tech reviews, and there was one thing called Horizon Lock, which somebody mentioned had come from Real Steady. So it's like they took the software and just implemented it in their firmware or something, or some of it.
Could be, yeah, could be. I don't know. I need to. I haven't even looked at it yet. Same when I got the GoPro 8 and I didn't touch it for 6 months because none of my mounts fitted yet. So, like you said, Wayne, I was thinking about it more as a vlogging point and shoot type thing.
Corona.
No, not looking great. But it is interesting though, because Real Steady was a piece of drone software. Really, doesn't work very well handheld. I tried it handheld. It works because the quads are pretty stable anyways. So to add that stabilization over the top, but if you just hold a GoPro 6 with your hand and apply Real Steady, not that great. So yeah. Anyways,
I think the 7, just because it uses the hypersmooth, is all you need. You can still film in, if you want cinematic. The way to go is 4K 24 frames anyway. So why would you need anything better than maybe a bigger sensor and can you really see the difference from the 9 and the 7? Really?
Yeah, the dynamic range
What in YouTube?
you can tell the colors on the 8 and the 7. They're quite dull on the 7.
But you can change. But you can do that editing, can't you? Anyway,
You can.
and a Hero 7 is much cheaper than a 9 and an 8, especially if you're going to whack it on a quad and fly it out over the sea, etc., etc.
I was really looking forward, in a way, to making like breaking down a GoPro 6 for Tony, but I don't think my butthole would have taken it. Really, the stress of it.
Well, it was a 7 you were going to have anyway.
Yeah.
Apparently, the 7's very easy to do. I'm told it's like a 10-minute job with the 7. But the problem with the 7 is I've tried it already. It doesn't work with real steady go. It just comes out all jumpy and shaky.
You don't need it. You don't need it to work.
I don't think so.
Hypersmooth stuff looks really, really good. I don't know. I always thought it's like Hypersmooth or real steady go. You wouldn't need to apply both. And Hypersmooth for me has been really, really nice on a quad.
Try telling that to the naked GoPro community, and they will tell you that you are completely wrong and that real steady is the only one to use.
People tell me I'm really wrong all the time. I never pay any attention to them.
Because I said that, but they won't have it. So the problem I have with Real Steady is that if you haven't got your setup perfect, then you're kind of guessing whether the shot has come out well or not. Whereas with Hypersmooth, at least you'll have something. It doesn't lock the horizon, and that's whereas Real Steady does.
Well, that's what the 9 does now. Interestingly, I saw Casey Neistat did a quick review of the 9. And because GoPro didn't have a launch event, they sent, him and I guess lots of other people, a sort of great big radio-controlled car with a mount on it. So he just mounted the GoPro 9 in there, drove it around, trying to show how stabilized Hypersmooth 3 was. And that's where I think he showed the horizon lock in it. Maybe that's what it's for. Anything about a drone.
Yeah. I'm going to say one last thing about the GoPro 9. Is that do you think?
Stop talking about it now, Jack.
Yeah, and move on. Do you think that most of the extra weight is from having the front screen? Because didn't DJI make a action cam with a front screen? And why are we still using this stuff when we've got?
It's the battery.
It's bigger battery.
Bigger battery.
Yeah,
the front screen to me is just something. It's just something else to smash on a quad, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if you're out with it as a filming thing for yourself, and you've because I do that all the time. I've got my GoPro. Look, I've even got Andy's little sock that he recommended to me for.
You didn't call it a sock, Wayne. What did you call it?
I can't remember. What did I call it? Andy's GoPro condom. Was that it?
Yeah.
And I've always holding this out on a thing, just filming myself because I know the wide angle will do it. But I could frame myself up a bit nicer if I had a screen on there. Although you'll have to check out what the wind resistance noise is like, Andy, because obviously if you put your condom over it, you'll not be able to see the screen.
Yeah, I'm terrible. I bought it because I bought it for myself. The thing is, I don't really do GoPro reviews because it's a bit like Emacs. They have like the what's it called, embargo. So like all of the videos is like 100 videos come out about the GoPro 9 in an hour. So there's no point me doing a video on it, I don't think. But yeah, it's interesting. Well, we'll see when I get round to it. But yeah, mainly of just point and shoot, and you've got the stabilization there. You've got that front screen.
The only thing I can see, like literally for mountain bike videos, the jump from the 6 to the 7 was amazing, and then the 8, and now the 9 on mountain bike downhill videos is just wicked when they put it on their chest and you see the forks and everything moving, but it's fixed and it just looks so much better. Like I used to watch mountain bike videos and go, "Oh my god, this is disgusting! I feel sick, it's horrible." And now you watch it and it's just amazing. So anything like that it'll be so much better for. But I ain't gonna rush out and buy a 9 when
you've got your little Session 5 vlogging set up, anyways, haven't you, Tom?
I have, and I've got 2 7s, and then I've got a naked 7 on the way coming because I'm gonna.
All right.
Use that. We're not allowed to talk about GoPro anymore. Stop.
Jack's got something to say. He wants to move on from GoPros.
Go on, Jack.
Like the video. Question for Andy RC. Someone in the chat, I think it was Mr. Fruity Cakes. He said, "Love you and all your messages to Stu. Will you have a little chat with me about mental health and flying when you feel ready and a bit happier and stuff?"
Yeah, sure. Of
Are you
course.
cool with that? And then I'll do the wife and then work my way through you guys periodically.
Oh, you mean you? Oh, I thought you meant Mr. Fruity Cakes. Yeah.
No, Fruity Cakes hopefully will be there. But
Can I just go back to one thing as well, if we're going back to subjects? You were mentioning it about making a sock sticker. I will just mention it to the wider audience here that at one point, Jack tasked me with seeing if we could order individual socks with wank sock written on them. But we had a problem getting individual socks. Every single retailer, even online, wanted to sell them as a pair. So we then came up with the idea of wank sock and spare wank sock, but then they wanted the writing to be the same. So trying to get wank socks custom built is really difficult.
I think that is
Good luck with that one, editor.
Disabled people with only one leg.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I've been on my channel doing intimate one-to-ones and having little lovey heart-to-hearts and stuff. And last week I done an interview with Dom Robinson about the reason and how Let's Drone Out got started. So if you want to go over there, watch that, then subscribe to Tony. So he doesn't.
I haven't interviewed anyone.
I know. Will the sock have Jack's tip in it? I don't know if you want to. That'll be on a request. Anyway, have you guys heard about that new video game Among Us? Because Among Us right now we have a traitor. We've had someone who's been very someone here is wearing socks and sandals. Someone has been to Buckminster. Someone
Oh dear, I guess
with
Frank.
the BMFA. Someone has been among the rat lickers. That is speaking of rats, and that is the sound of licking. Frank, fill us in.
What have you been doing, Frank?
How dare
the Channel 4 program that I helped out with a couple of years ago, the Battle Britain Model Squadron, it's sort of about 3 times a year. There's a little meetup of a load of people from there. So either usually either the Brits will go over to Germany or the Germans will come over and we'll have a big meetup and fly over, fly around together. Obviously, that hasn't really been able to happen this year, but we still had the BMFA Buckminster booked out, and I had a van booked out for the week. So I drove up there and spent a few days up at BMFA Buckminster and hung around with the Brits that were still involved and could make it to it. BMFA Buckminster is actually quite a nice spot. I mean, it's good for flying, line of sight, surprisingly.
In circles.
Are you all right talking about your little incident that you were peer pressured in? You would never get that with Let's Drone Out. Peer pressure.
No, there was some peer pressure from so particularly Yick and Martin helped me / pressured me, but no, it's all good because I haven't flown fixed wing line of sight this year, I don't think. So I was a bit oh yeah, there's also the MCA. So I was kind of a bit nervous because but also because I was worried because I didn't have an A certificate, and I'm like, it's a BMFA site, I probably meant to have an A certificate. And they're actually all pretty good about it. But they were like, why didn't you have a go? So Yick had a Watt 4 foamy that he would let me have a go on, and buddy boxed. It was on the Spectrum wireless buddy system.
Oh, Jack's on the Spectrum.
He said Spectrum. That never ends well, does it?
Yeah. So I was doing all right. And then all of a sudden, nosedived, and Dick caught it. I'm like, "What are you doing that for?" I didn't mean to. I was just flying along.
Was it not a failsafe? Surely it was a failsafe.
I think it probably was a failsafe.
Yeah, I think so.
But it gave me control again, and I was flying around, and it did it again. I was like, definitely wasn't me. I didn't do anything. It weren't me, Guff. He then floated around for a couple of circuits, and then it did it as well. But because he was the person who had control, he couldn't take control back, so it nosedived into the ground.
Oh no!
Take control back from myself.
Yeah, so that just ended up as a pile of foam and bits.
Can you show the picture you sent us?
I don't think I can try digging it out, but I don't have it right to hand. But luckily,
please someone donate. Please.
No. Actually, I don't think you should talk about this anymore.
Why?
Do you know why? Because
Why?
you're supposed to talk about all this on our Halloween episode.
No.
Yes. Why? Because it's our crashes and thingy episode, isn't
Anyway,
it?
I feel really bad about Frank. Frank, do you want to carry on?
Yeah.
Carry on.
I'm not listening.
Although, because the problem was, like, I had a couple of wings with me, but for the A test, you need it to be a certain minimum weight, and you need it to have gear, so wheels that you can take off and land from. So that's why I was borrowing planes, and so having had Yix smashed into pieces, Martin got me going on his what was it? It's the Ruckus.
What, after seeing
Ruckus.
this?
Yeah, well, he saw that I was flying okay when I had control, and he flying through the Spectrum dead zone on BMFA Buckminster site was the issue. So he got me up on there. So I did a couple of flights on that on buddy box with him. He ended up just wandering off and leaving me to it. But then it got very windy, so I ended up not doing my test, but still, I was flying around and having fun and flying vaguely in formation with some of the Spitfires and Hurricanes and things that were flying around, which was quite fun. And took up my Tyro 79, and then Steve got his one of his massive models up, like huge things that
Steve Bishop.
No, what do I mean?
Steve.
My mind's gone blank. But
let's play Dementia. The youngest member succumbs already.
That's my fault, Andy, for throwing you. I threw you off your.
Good on you, Andy.
Yeah, I was chasing around some big planes with my Tyro 79. That was all good fun.
You got really close to one of them from the picture I saw. What was that about? Well, we're not to talk about that.
So there's the so we were hoping to be there kind of all weekend, but it turns out that BMFA had wiped the calendar clear when COVID happened and hadn't really put us back in, so we just happened to be there and no one else was there, and they'd accidentally booked in the Freestyle Masters in, which the kind of like the sort of planes that Jack was flying around at the mini air show, where they prop hang and hover about and have big gases on them and things.
Smoke.
Yep. all of that stuff. So there was a lot of that
Scary
going
stuff.
on, which they don't. It's funny how kind of those groups are very separate from the scale flying, even the FPV scale flying kind of groups, and it's they either one group has the flight line or the other group has a flight line. So
We all need to sit at the same table, man. I've been saying this.
yeah,
No,
We're
they're
all
like, how
segregated.
dare you wear long short socks with sandals? It's short socks with sandals. Do you see how the groups differentiate so massively like that?
yeah.
Hmm.
So with the wind picking up and these big gases just kind of flying around perfectly fine as if nothing was happening, while the little foam Spitfires were sort of going backwards. It sort of tended to one rather than the other, and then with the event happening over the weekend, everyone just kind of decided that was it for the Battle of Britain stuff for the week. So yeah, everyone kind of pissed off at that point. But as I still had the van until Monday morning, I ended up driving down to Brighton and
Complete
turning up.
waste of time.
Wasn't a complete
Sorry.
waste of time.
It's all you, Jack. Sometimes it's not all about flying, it's being with your mates. It's just like Thursday night. We're all here. It's like being in a pub. having
I
a
feel
beer.
really bad.
Friends.
Andy, notice my bin nips.
I did notice them, and I did this.
oh,
Andy was talking, so I don't like talking over Andy.
I feel like a massive traitor because I was on Jonah's life.
No.
Mm.
It's boo.
I'm fascinated because they want to get the rest of you on individually, and I'm wondering who they're going to pick next. They asked me who I would pick, and I told them, and they were like, interesting.
Hope you didn't say why.
God, I haven't seen you in a while.
Double A. So
Hey.
Hey.
So, yeah, Frank, what's this about the empty building?
Oh, so a couple of weeks ago on the bank holiday, I went for a walk through middle of London and happened to be going past the CA building. I was like, oh, that looks a bit
empty.
empty. It's got
Did
all
you
the
knock?
kind of- I
you
didn't
knock on the
knock.
door?
I figured, judging by the signs that said "No one's here, go away," security. I
But they're
figured
all
they'd
working from
probably-
home.
Yeah, I think that's kind of it. I think they've all just kind of decided they don't need an office, and so it's all
I think
closed.
everyone in London's thought that.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
like
me.
dead there,
It's
isn't
just
it?
me.
It's just you. Oh man, that sucks.
But yeah, the other thing I forgot to say about so as well as like flying line of sight, there was also all the FPV like B-17s, B-25s with like loads and loads and loads of FPV pan tilt systems on all the.
Cool.
Like, there's one in the in the pilot seat, but also one in the sort of bomb observer, one in the mid gunner, one in the tail gunner.
Are we gonna get to see any of this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm
How
not going to
and
make a video,
where?
but there will be some people making videos because I don't bother because I don't have. Well, I can't be bothered to make videos. This is the
I
problem.
know we've talked about that
You
before.
can't be bothered to finish your wing. You can't be bothered to make videos. I don't know.
Don't
Yeah.
stop bullying him.
I'm trying to G him up. I'm trying to re-enthuse him. Say, no, that
done.
Curry,
I
I'll
just-
show him. I'll finish my wing and make a video.
Can you
Yeah.
tell us about Headcorn this weekend?
So next weekend.
Is it next weekend?
Was the 26th or 25th, 6th, and 7th. At Headcorn, there's going to be a load of Battle of Britain sort of flights. So not the Battle of Britain Memorial flight, but all the kind of privately owned Spitfires and Hurricanes and all that kind of stuff.
Does anyone want to go on a
hanging
road
around
trip
Headcorn.
next weekend?
Don't
No.
shout at once.
I'll go
No.
on my own then.
Oh, the COVID juice.
Well, we can all wear masks and we're allowed up to 6 people. I don't know if you can. Are you allowed 6 people in a car?
Probably not.
That
No.
seems a bit social distance
Unless you've got
non-event.
like a limo. You can have
How
two
are they
minutes.
doing anything where people are going to watch? Because surely they'll have crowds of more than 6.
Hi, Morning View. Well, I love a Spitfire.
I think aren't organised events, like sporting events, still allowed?
You're allowed to apparently shoot grouse and stuff.
Yeah, you're allowed to shoot animals, and you're allowed to gather in more than 6 people if you're next to a till.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Who's up for shooting some animals?
If you can make money.
The animal Tony.
Say no
I don't want to kill. I just want to frame.
Andy,
Oh,
what was the social distancing and all that like at Buckminster if there was an event?
Oh yes, everyone stayed at 2 meters
Yeah,
and wore
I bet
masks
they
all
did.
the time.
I've heard
It was
that.
very, very good. We
Yeah.
all behaved very well.
Yeah.
Did the Germans quarantine for 2 weeks prior?
Well, they didn't come over, so they suitably.
So we won the battle by default. They didn't show up.
No, that's only 3 times we've won the Battle of Britain.
Is that how we won last time? They didn't show up.
I think they showed up.
They showed up in great numbers. But
I did forget to say as well. We did have quite a large Spitfire, as in like a full size one, fly over and do a little display.
You lucky
overhead
baskets.
on
That's why I want to go to
Friday afternoon.
Headcorn. I just want to listen and watch.
Quite nice.
How
It was
many
the
miles?
Rolls
Don't go on my own, man. Don't worry. It's not cheap.
Spitfire owned by the Rolls-Royce company, apparently. Came over and did a little.
Where's Headcorn?
Headcorn is Kent. It's very
Right.
south.
That's very
Yeah.
fun.
It's not far from me.
You'll definitely need to bring like a parasol for that, Andy.
Yeah, you'll need paracetamol, nose clip, because you bleed. We bleed when we go up north. You'll bleed when you come down south.
I just bleed all the time. Just if I stand up too quick, no.
It's been bad, Andy.
If the sun comes out, nosebleed.
Now we're talking again to Andy RC. Andy RC, I'd just like to personally thank Phil, your buddy, who's been looking out for you, helping you get by all the time. Thank you, Phil.
I've been flying with him today. Funnily, I should say Watt 4, Andy. I filmed myself flying Phil's Watt 4 today. It's the first time I had a Uno Watt or Uno Watt. I think it's Uno Watt. When I was young, I never had a Watt 4, but it's a very popular model in the UK because of Chris Foss. And yeah, Phil's helped me a lot. First of all, dragging me out to fly, and then me dragging him out now every other day. So it's pretty cool.
I'm glad you're out and doing stuff. It's great.
We're making the most of the sun because I don't think we're going to get too many more days.
No.
But we've had
literally it's going to end and then be winter.
We've had some good days. We've had better days in September than August, so not complaining.
No, it's been lovely. Been lovely.
I'm reading in the comments about BBFPV dropping all his stuff in a pond, and this seems to link seamlessly to our Halloween episode, and perhaps he could gather his story in great detail for that one. Because, Frank, what's happening?
So, for our Halloween episode at the end of October, surprisingly, we are gathering together everyone's FPV horror stories. So there's been a teaser horror story that Jack started to elaborate on in one of the Patreon episodes, and we'll hear the exciting ending of that story on that. But we've also had quite a few other people who've been sending in their horror stories. So if you can jot down the horror story that you have had, the close calls, the crashes, the flyaways, whatever's gone terribly wrong, the dumping £800 worth of gear into a pond, all of that stuff, send that in to letsdroneout@gmail.com.
Do you remember when I nearly died? We can include that.
Yes, we're definitely including the story of when you nearly died.
So you can send in a video, you can write something and we'll read it out if you haven't got any footage, and you can send in photos that we can show. You can also send in a video with a bit of writing for us to read out, and you can also sit there, film yourself, tell us about the story, and maybe hold a few things up. It's up to you, but we really, really need your stories, your quad nightmares.
I once met Jack and count as a horror story.
Yes, please talk
Yes.
about it.
It can be a shared horror story with all of us as well.
I'm really lovely. Look, no one.
Everybody's got a very interesting story how they met Jack. I've noticed. With me, he was literally feeling me up within like 5 seconds of seeing me. Kelsey was shooting with a gun or something like that.
Is that any good to you?
Yeah.
I can't help it if she's northern as well and finds you equally as northern attractive, and just couldn't help but attack you.
He got his hands all over me and I could have Me Too'd him on the spot.
No, you can't. I own you now.
And when you're writing your stories and sending them into let'sdroneout@gmail.com, do let us know whether you want us to keep it anonymous or whether you want to be credited with the story, because some of the stories maybe you don't want public.
Yeah, I flew over the CIA building. Very close.
It was all going great until I landed in an orphanage full of babies or something like that.
Oh my God.
With my 37-inch props.
They did cut.
Cut everything.
If you did, just to say though, if you did watch, who was it? Daniel. He mentioned flying into the face of babies about 6 times in his last video because it was such. This weighs nothing. If this hits a baby in the face, it'll giggle. I think that's his exact line.
Jack, have you reached out to him at all?
Yes, I've sent him an email and I've written in the comments. So do us a favour, people, if you're listening to this and you're a fan of RC Test Flight, go to his videos and go on Let's Drone Out or whatever. Give him a load of hassle. I've tried everything. I've applied for like 3 different people this week. Tony
not only to be watching on because he's cool. When we wrap that show up, we'll all just go, "Thanks for watching. Bye." That's
that'd be it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Yeah, I know. I love that sign off he does. I love it. I really all of his videos when he comes out are very, very, very interesting. I really do like
someone who could a year without posting anything as well, and then he posts something. It's like 500,000 views. Yeah. Incredible. It's that engineering, interesting Tom Stanton. He's friends with Peter, actually, I think. Going back.
Yeah, definitely a collaboration between Peter Sripol and RC Life On and RC Test Flight and Tom Stanton would be impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they did actually get together, I think, it was on Peter's channel.
It's amazing. Science YouTubes aren't smart.
They got together once, yeah.
Oh, I'm on 998 apparently.
You're gonna win.
2 left, Jack.
It's just your life will be empty though. You'll hit 1,000 like, oh, what now? That's it. I've done it. I've done it all. There's nothing left for me.
He releases his next video and I'll watch the views drop whilst hysterically laughing and masturbating.
Yeah, that's what happens. I'll get to 1,000 and release my church video, my newest one, and then 3 people normally go, "Fucking stupid idiot."
He said,
"Oh, I swore again. I'm so sorry."
Everyone's been really nice to me in the chat. Thank you, everybody. I can't.
Because we all missed you. That's why.
Thank you, everybody, but thank you.
I'm been ringing him every day.
Yeah, you thank you, Phil. And Phil has been great, but you guys have been very patient with me. So yeah, thanks. Jack rings me every day, whether I pick up or not. He just rings anyway. So I gotta thank you as well.
I know. Whenever I put the phone down to him, I feel sorry. Dude. I don't. I answer, Jack. Come on, I'll you back.
Subscriber BBFBV, you owe him the prize.
What have I done? I've won.
Yeah, you've won.
Why am I there?
Well done, Tony. Tony's 1K. Tony, this is for you, buddy.
Thank you. I'm
well done, Tony. The better man win. Now, get me to 1,000. Josh, help me, please.
I can live stream from YouTube now. Thank you so much.
Yay!
It's only
Made a
taken
live
17
stream.
and a half years. Woohoo!
Oh, Tony, it's gone back down to 999 now.
That's
Unsubscribe.
That's Mikey Dread unsubbing
Oh,
me.
sorry. Oh, that does not want to go out. Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I
that
took
does-
a photo of it already. Yeah, it's definitely 999 again. I took a photo of it at 1,000. So,
nice one for me. More stickers for you, mate.
look, it is Mikey Dread. Look, he's laughing. Look.
Right, oh. Danny
Bill
just unsubbed. Yeah,
Bill
resubbed.
Thank you, by the way.
Mate, your subscriber count's going to be up and down all night now.
I know, little baskets. No, it's fine. I took a picture. I've screen grabbed the 1,000. I still can't live stream though because I'm on 999 again. No, I'm back up to the day.
Tony, why don't you make like 3 YouTube accounts and then just subscribe?
Because I didn't want to cheat. Me and Jack had the thing. We're not cheating. We're not buying subs. We're just doing it. And
Tony
we've done
broke that.
I
what?
think Jack taking it more seriously, getting Joshua Bardwell on his channel.
No,
Tomorrow, it'll be on 2K tomorrow. You watch.
Yeah, he will, for sure. That's all
But
right,
I'm
though.
just happy I've hit the 1,000. I can live stream from a field. Thank you very much. Oh,
What's the
dear.
1,000 rule? Jeb says he's got 9 and he can do it.
no, it's
Live stream from a mobile platform.
yeah. When me and Tony, I found out I couldn't live stream anymore. I done a video of me riding the Emirates cable car, and I tried to live stream that, and it wouldn't let you. So you can't live stream off a mobile device. So that when me and Tony like hang out and Tony's in my flat or we work on something or me and Tony go for a wander into town, we can't live stream any of that, and we've been pretty bummed out. So, and also, we don't have any community platform. So if we make a video or make any reference to anything, we can't share it. So, for instance, I made the video of Don Robinson. I couldn't put it in my community tab and tag LDO into it. I had to go onto LDO and put that in the community tab. So Curry's used to having community tab, Andy RC's used to having community tab as well. But we can't really let
Nobody
people know.
uses it, Jack. No one uses community tab.
Well,
It's not very popular.
Well, we want to.
The live streaming thing,
Frank's
I thought-
resisted me talking about that. I said, can we talk about that? And
Talk about what?
there's drama
Yeah,
between
right.
Matt Ogborn and Ali Shanmo.
I don't know. either.
Go on. I don't know because I've not been on. What's happening?
So Matt, who runs the channel Rag the Nuts Off, we've invited Matt on, but he goes to bed at 8 o'clock. So he says he's always asleep when we're on. Reviewed this wing by LTE, and he said it needed some changes. Basically, it needed a bigger tail, and he posted his review in this Facebook group, and then was banned out of it. And there was accusations of him being racist because the pilot was Chinese or something like that.
Nothing.
Yeah, the disclaimer is like we're just reporting on what's happening. We're not saying anything.
That's all right.
Don't sue us.
What's happened publicly?
And there's now on Ali's site there is like a whole like timeline about why Matt is lying and all of this. It just goes on and on.
Oh.
There's bad blood.
It's not good in the community, is it? We don't like bad blood in the community. We like to try to bring the community together.
Miranda, Frank, Miranda.
They sure should teach everyone just to be, even if you don't like someone, just be kind to them. That's the way I've
Look
been.
at me and Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your wife and I hate the bastard. I swore again.
They're only like this to each other because the makeup sex is so good.
Any views expressed on this show is personal and do not reflect the views of the show.
And on that note, I think it's probably time to wrap up.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you. You've been listening to Let's Drone Out. We have been joined by the wizard behind the magical curtain, Andrew/Frank,
Bye.
and everyone's favourite curry kitten,
Goodbye.
the Lord has returneth,
Good evening.
Andy RC. Well done. Don't let it beat you. And my dear wife, my little Tony.
Bonjour.
Congratulations on 1,000,
Thank
buddy.
you.
I'm so pleased and proud of you. Well done. And thank you so much to all our Patreons, subscribers, everyone who helped Tony get to 1,000. If you can sub to me, that would be amazing. Anyone who donated 0, thanks for helping keeping the lights on, the editor paid, and we can still be on iTunes. Sorry about all the GoPro talk, but we're coming up with better content. Don't forget.
News. That's new stuff.
Yeah.
That's Tony
that's
news. That's on topic.
Yesterday it came out.
Yep.
Bloody
Don't
hell.
forget, check out the Dom Robinson video. It shows us the history of Let's Drone Out on my channel. And I was on Droney's Life. Subscribe to them as well to use with these guys when they let them on. And I was on there and I talk about my butt and Tony hates it. Thank you guys. Good night. We love you. Thank you, Patreons.